Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Raptor X here with Raptor X Games, and today we are back in Star Citizen. This is the 4.4 PTU that's being left up, I assume, over the weekend, with a projected release date, hopefully with a better build, probably Wednesday. So I wanted to get in and do a first look at Levski, or Lagski as it's been today. As you can see from my frame counter up the top right there, I'm in my hangar where everyone starts, and I'm getting still 24 to 27 frames per second, which is playable, but it's not great. So yeah, you start up here in your hangar. This is where everyone's going to spawn in. You'll be able to go ahead and call your ship from the ASOP terminal located right here. There are some personal inventory screens over here for your storage access, for accessing all of your items. And then you've got hangars at the back here. Go ahead and we'll call one of these, and hopefully we'll get one to actually show up and have some halfway decent performance. Go down to customs. And hopefully we can get out the door there, because it's been rough. Yeah, as you can see, lots of people just sliding around, lots of extremely low frame rate, lots of framing, all different sorts of stuff. So the patch, or at least this server, is having a rough time of it. I did find that it helps if you just kind of stand still once you load in for a second, or half a minute or so, and that could help. I suppose it might help that we've got a piece of a ship sitting here in the middle. There are a lot of people here checking out Levski, so performance right now is not the best. If you go through customs here, we've got the statue of Anthony Tanaka, who was this child laborer here, who I can't remember the exact number of hours or whatever that he'd been working, but was told to do something or other, I'd imagine something pretty dangerous, and refused, and was shot and killed for it. And there was a popular uprising, and the people of Levski decided, no more, we're not doing this this overworked thing anymore, and split off from the UEE and came out here to Levski, and created their own little colony here. So I guess the two biggest things to note is that these two central lift elevators do not have call panels. They just run like the trams on Hurston or any of the other major landing zones. You just get into them and they go down to their respective ones. That one always goes down, I guess. From there you can look at the little arrows descending and tell which way they're going. And that one is going up to to level 0 sort of thing. So you have the municipal works over here. QV Planet Services, I guess, was the company that started these. These are under maintenance, so there's not a whole lot going on here. But I would imagine once they actually add in the municipal works that these will be the entrances that you'll be able to go in to go down to those and start those missions down there. And then on the other side of this this level 1 here, you've got the Mercy Hospital, where you can go in and purchase things, set your spawn and habitation. You've got Home and Hearth down there. We'll go ahead and pop into Mercy here and kind of familiarize ourselves with the area. When you come in through the entrance here, you have the pharmacy, and the insurance is over there to the left. And then you have the actual patient check-in is over here to the right. Everything's pretty well signposted, so it's relatively easy to just walk in and know exactly where you need to go. You come over here. Obviously, your insurance is for setting your spawn point if you're visiting from another location, and your pharmacy for purchasing your various different med pens and med tools and all that sort of thing. You've got a neat little queue window here that's it's kind of showing things as well. Alright, and then of course you've got, oh goodness, some bad lag there. Mercy Hospital, patient check-in. You've got your storage access over here where you can put things on and whatnot. And yeah, patient check-in in case you need to get services. And then you'll take your elevators up to the room to get checked out. We'll go ahead and we'll head back out through here. Levski, of course, was built into the interior of an asteroid. So there's a lot of this industrial framework and all this kind of stuff holding all of it together, which lends a little bit of a, I don't know if it's quite cyberpunk, but actually almost like a steampunk vibe to it, with all the big pipes and ventilation and all that kind of stuff. Home and Hearth will be where the habs are located here. And you've got your, it looks like your crime and punishment, or fines and citations payment system, sorry, are right there. In case you rack up some crimes here in Nix that you need to pay down. Multiple elevators, of course, from all of the different hab locations. Although if you're waking up in your hangar, I'm not sure exactly what purpose those will serve. But if you do wake up in your habs, you'll be exiting out right here. Take a left over this way to get to the elevators. That one's going up. Let's go ahead and we'll come over here to the one going down. My goodness, this place is a slideshow. Too many people. Central lift. Alright, so this should be arriving momentarily. And we'll go ahead and hopefully head in here, and we'll head down to the second floor. The Grand Barter is down there. That's the hang on. Wow, that was a lot. It's we're operating on seconds per frame now, not frames per second. I'm not sure if this is a memory-based thing or what exactly is going on, because like I said, it was working quite nicely this morning. Of course, that was during the not heavy play hours. There we go. Alright. Everyone on. This is the other neat thing about Levski too. You can actually see out into the center borehole there. Yeah, out through this elevator. Which I'm sure is probably not helping my frames any. Ooh, we're gonna miss that one.
Capsule will be leaving the station momentarily. Safety notice. Please follow designated.
Alright, so this is the refinery deck. We'll go ahead and we'll take a look out here, I guess. And then we'll catch the elevator going back up here in a moment. Wow. Yeah, you're gonna get a bit of a slideshow, I guess, at this point. So this is kind of your main entrance view. You've got your storage access there in case you purchase something down here and need to equip it. If we head down this direction... Wow, this is painful. Definitely need to let this one cook a little bit. You've got your supplies there. It looks like you can buy, I think that's the Pembroke suit. Yeah, Pembroke exploration suit. That's your heat one. So it gives you greater thermal resistance. Various different size 1 and size 2 mining heads. Your Grey Cat pyrotechnic or pyro multi-tools and all that kind of stuff can be purchased here as well. Your ore sales, if you just want to mine a load, bring it here and sell it, will be right here at the left end of the counter. And then if you actually want to refine any of the stuff that you bring in, you'll go in here and just go to your refinement center and to your refining there. And it looks like it'll probably actually be refined in these giant canisters or something. It's kind of cool. It looks like they've got some sort of like rock filling animation or something there once my frames catch up. It doesn't look like it actually ever like leaves and falls into the refinery though. That'd be kind of cool to watch that.
Safety notice. Please follow designated routes and refrain from approaching the tanks.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. Those are scalding hot. Okay. I'm sure it's got to be hotter than Hades in here. There is a control room over there, but I've not found anything like of use over there. It's really just kind of a lookout over their whole refinery complex. And you can see, there's another storage location over there. Let's see if we can jump in the lift here again. Into the rise.
Capsule now approaching
There we
station.
go.
Stand clear of disembarking passengers. The capsule will be leaving the station momentarily.
Alright. Guess this guy's just sitting here waiting. Hey, mate.
The capsule will be leaving the station momentarily.
There we go. Alright, so we've made it out to level 2. Level 2, as I said, is where the Grand Barter is located. Oh no, this is... Oh goodness. This is cargo services, so this made it all the way up to the top floor. We'll have a little look around here at least then, and we'll head back down. I said there's some rocks that have somehow made it into the interior here. I'm not sure if that's intentional or if they've somehow clipped into here. I'd imagine it's probably not intentional to have those just sitting around inside here. You've got storage accesses dotted all over the place. You've got your freight services, I believe, are over here. The cargo services, yep. We'll be over here at this end. You've got a little cargo commodity purchase shop right here where you can purchase your different commodities, same as the admin stations and other things. And of course windows where you can look out onto the borehole going down through the planet, or not planet of, or the asteroid of Delamar. And then let's see here, we've got supplies and equipment that you can purchase up here. Including your max lift tractor beam and various different backpacks and helmets and, more industrial looking sorts of things. Is this the Novikov? Yes, it is the Novikov. Okay, so both the Novikov and the Pembroke exploration suits can be purchased here at Levski. Novikov, of course, is the cold armor one. And then I'm going to pop down here and just have a look-see and see if there's anything to interact with down here. It doesn't look like it really. Oh, it looks like an old pick up and drop off box actually. Interesting. Those might have made their way back to the verse then. Kovalex shipping and receiving. Little terminals there. And then it looks like this would be almost an area for the forklift or something to go out. Not that we'd ever use those, simply because it's faster to use a tractor beam. Okay, let's go ahead and head back up here. We'll see what else we can see. We've got the airlocks, so these will take you outside to the landing pads. Let's see if we can cycle these successfully and go outside. Make sure I do have my helmet on. There we go. Yeah, so these will kind of take you outside. You do have a 0G edge here once you walk off it, and you'll end up in EVA over the asteroid. This is the first location that actually has just like walk outside an EVA. I mean, I guess the pyro pads technically had that as well, and any other 3 major stations, but this one you can actually kind of like get in EVA around the area. It's just these actual pad locations that have got like gravity plating on them, so makes for an interesting and quick way of getting around. You're not limited to the different catwalks and gantries and all that kind of stuff. Looks like they did finish. Oh no, they didn't. There's some deck plating that's missing. It's got a physically walkable surface, but the plate itself is actually missing from there, so there's a couple of those around here. Obviously still a little early. I don't think this one's quite ready for release yet. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll cycle this again and see if we can head back inside. Wow.
What are you stopping for? Move along, buddy.
No entry over there. Alright, we'll just wait. Next stop, refinery deck. Hope not. That's not where I want to go. Evening, mate. This is sub-level 1. And we've just come from there. Let's go ahead and ride down. Hopefully we'll hit sub-level 2 here. There we go.
The capsule
Sub-level
will be
2.
leaving the
Perfect.
station momentarily.
Alright, so here's sub-level 2. There's the ground barter. Where you can go in. You've got different shops and everything down there. Let's see what we've got over here, if anything. What's the lag? Okay, so it looks like this is like boring and ventilation area. Don't know that there's really anything to do down here. Boring and ventilation. There was some talk about one of the mission givers making their way back into the verse. I don't know if that's perhaps what we've got going on in here. It's quite a bit to explore. I'm going to go ahead and we'll head down here to the ventilation side of things and see. Sorry, mate. Walk down here to the bowels of the cave. I imagine this will probably end up being used for some sort of grand multi-stage mission or something down here, and that you have to make your way down and then head through an airlock or something. But I would not want to try that right now, personally, because the lag is so bad. You'd end up dead every time you walked into the elevator there. Let's see here, zone 2, no access. Yeah, it's really bad right now. Hopefully let things recover just a bit. Doesn't look like it. And it's not a memory problem. Because my computer's not maxing out on memory. It's a game problem. We're getting some terrible frame rate. Hopefully this will just take us, yeah, back up to the top here, it looks like. Wow. It's atrocious. I see why they took it out. They've been supposedly working on this for months, if not years at this point. And touching it up and tweaking it and changing it. And wow, you can't tell. I don't know what's going on. But it's running very, very poorly right now. Okay, I'll pull up my location map here and we'll take a look. I don't know where these elevators go. Hopefully up to there. Probably up to here, I would imagine. Just to go back and get a quick exit back up the level. Let's try that. Yep, upper floor and lower floor. Alright. Go ahead and pop up to the upper floor here then. No, let me out, let me out, let me out! There we go. Wow. Being into an elevator might be a dangerous proposition. Might not ever get back out again. Alright, we'll make our way back through and we'll take a look at the ground barter. And then I think I'm going to make my way outside. And we'll see if we can find out there. There's, I hope, going to be something down there because this would be a long way to walk. You just realize that you've had no reason to walk all the way out there. Okay, so this actually comes out inside the ground barter, I guess. We've come out the other end of it. Normally you would come up through, yeah, come in through there, and you'd come in here to the ground barter. So you've got conscientious objects over there where you can purchase weapons and ammunition and all that kind of stuff over there. We'll just pop in and take a look in here. All sorts of different weapons and ammunition, everything that can be purchased. So you can get frame rate. you can get the kill shot gun. It's got both laser and ballistic ammo in alternating fire pattern. It's supposedly very powerful, but it can't be silenced. I found that out, or suppressed. I found that out earlier today. Yeah, be prepared for trouble. So yeah, all sorts of different options for purchasing weapons here. There's this new triple down pistol as well, which is supposed to be like a 3-shot a 3-shot shotgun pistol or something like that, if I remember correctly. Quite powerful, but it's a reload after each, like a 3-round magazine. So like you fire it off and then you've got to reload it. You've got the bar over there, cafe music, I'm assuming. I guess I'm not quite sure how that's pronounced. And then if you go down the bridge over here to the left, you've got wear and tear, which has got the clothing items and that kind of stuff that you could purchase down there. We've got, let's see here, Knickknacks, which is basically just a collection of random odd things. I think you can buy, yes, you can buy the Star Kitten helmet if that's something that you're interested in having around. And various other different small things. Oh, you can buy the Wow Blast Desperado toy pistol red. Ooh, interesting, because that's actually an item, currently anyway, that you need to buy a Wiggalo ship, or to get a Wiggalo ship, the Polaris. So that'll be really incredible if there's actually somewhere that you can buy those instead of having to find those in a box. It'll just mean you have to make a trip out here. Then you've got some various different tools and supplies places where you can buy your different multi-tool gadgets and attachments. You've got hats and more for all sorts of different ball caps and boonie hats and all that kind of stuff. You've got corderies, which is where you can purchase all of your armor needs. I didn't see like the Star Kitten armor here, so I guess I don't know whether there's actually a full set of the Star Kitten armor on sale or if it's just the helmet. But there's a couple of different suits up here on display, some terminals where you can purchase armor and the like. Go ahead and we'll get out of here. There's apparently another entrance to get up there and out of the Grand Barter, I believe, up that way. Oh goodness. We've got a Noodles to go, which apparently has got a security contractor cowering in fear up on the counter right now. Things are a bit of a mess. And then over around on this side you've got Near Beer, where you can purchase your different alcoholic drinks, and Lang Roots, where you can buy different decorative plants and that sorts of things. Levski feels very much focused on like actually living versus versus actually just like stopping by to grab the few things that you need and getting out. Shelf stable foods, some various different waters and drinks and that kind of stuff, crews that you can get. Yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll head out here, and I'm going to head back to my hangar because I think that's most of the stuff that you need here. I did find this little bit interesting here. They've actually got like a Rules of Life placard up here. which I'll pause at. And this is, I actually read over this today, and that was quite interesting. I thought, some Star Citizens could stand to use, could stand to read that. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll head up to level 1 as soon as the elevator comes back here. And I think I might grab my mole, and we'll head out into the belt and see what we can find out there. For about 31 minutes or so, so hopefully this isn't a freeze here. If it is, that'll probably be the end of today's video. Definitely not capturing my input anymore, so this might be the end of it here. Ooh, hang on, there we go. Ooh, let's see if we can get in. No, we cannot. Alright, well, hopefully we'll have another one come along here in a moment. Still shows it's on the going up side, so there we go. Alright, let's go ahead and walk in here, and we'll just ride until we get up to level 1. Looks like right there. And we're gonna bypass the wing here. And we'll go out to our checkpoint. And let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and spawn something that I can log out on. So I don't think I'll be out there for very long. Let's go ahead and... Actually, we've got the Titan. That one might be a little better for maneuvering. Let's go ahead and we'll request this, because this is obviously, we've got our free fly event going on. Once 4.4 goes live, should be on the 20th or so that IAE kicks off. Oh, Teachers. We didn't go to Teachers' ship shop. Let's go down there quickly, and then we'll go up to the hangar. So Teachers is or has returned to the verse here at Levski. Oh no, come on, let me out. Might have to wait a moment for this to. There we go. Make our way out. So Teachers is the ship shop here on Levski. There are a decent number of rentals over there that you can pick up. Oh goodness, they're having a full-on chat over here. And then if you look over here, there we go. So you can actually buy ships right here. We'll look into here and just see what all we can get, because it seems like they've got a good number of different options. But this might take a second to load in, so I'm going to recover once it's unfrozen. We'll try to. Maybe. Ooh, that animation's really having a rough time. So, obviously we've got the Grey Cat PTV, we've got the Starfarer Teacher Special, the Drake Vulture, the Freelancer Dur, the Grey Cat Rock, the Argo SRV, that's the tractor beam recovery ship, the MPUV tractor just for transporting or moving light stuff around, the Grey Cat Rock DS, the two-man rock miner, the Drake Cutter, just a little exploration starter ship, the Aegis Gladius, a fighter, Aegis Titan, the Adventure Titan, the Terrapin, the Argo Mole, Anvil Arrow, Drake Mule, Misk Fortune, Consolidate Outland Nomad, Argo ATLS, the Argo Raft, the Argo Atlas Geo. There's a lot here actually. The A2 Hercules Starlifter Bomber, Teacher Special Reclaimer, Rollant Core, the Auroras, CL and ES, the Constellation Taurus. There's a lot here actually. The Ursa Medevac and the Misk Hull A. It looks like is the total list here. I'm surprised actually. There's a lot that can be purchased here. I'm quite impressed with that actually. There's a very good selection of things that can be purchased. And then there's we're actually having halfway decent frames there for half a second. There's the ship rentals obviously off to the side there. I don't think I'm actually even going to try and exit here because we're getting frame rate so terrible at this point. I'm probably not going to set my home location here this time around just because performance has been so bad. I don't want to have to like reset and struggle my way out of here each time. So I'll probably set my spawn somewhere on the Stanton side, close to the jump point, so that we can get into here if we wish to, but we don't have to respawn if we're stuck. So just going to call the elevator here. There we go. Oh, hello. Must be the best in show. Let's go back up to customs here. I have to call our own elevator because unfortunately it doesn't recognize that we've got access to ours. There we go. Perfect. Alright. Come on. There we go, perfect. Alright, we can get out. And oh goodness. There's a hammerhead in my hangar here. There's obviously some, oh goodness, some overlay problems going on. We're gonna try and get out of here. Just to see what we can do. I'm gonna wait till this recovers though. Hopefully. back in a sec. And this might be unplayable at this point. I mean, if it crashes out here, that'll be the end. Oh, hang on. Maybe it's actually going to work. Maybe kind of short, sort of. It's funny actually coming back to this one because this was my, I guess, my second ship, because I'd originally purchased the Aurora, and then purchased the Titan as an upgrade. So this is kind of my baby. We'll see if we can get out of here at all. A lot of this server resyncing stuff going on. Oh goodness. What in the world is going on? Oh, that was probably a bad idea too. Alright, let's give this a try. Alright, we've obviously got a few ships going overlaid here, so we'll join the hangar queue here and see if we can get this to actually let us out. We've obviously got 3 or 4 sets of doors here that are overlaid because the occlusion tech's not quite keeping up. So I'm tempted to ram through there, but I really don't want to go through this process again. So we might try nosing out of there. Oh, oh. There goes something. Nope. It's still very much there for us. Hangar request complete. There we go. Alright. Couldn't fold my landing gear up here. We'll just see if we can make it out of here. At all. Without either crashing into something or crashing to desktop. Yeah, we're getting seconds per frame now. I'm gonna go ahead and we'll hopefully get a little ways away from Levski here and get some better performance. Maybe, hopefully. Hopefully that occlusion culling will start to kick in. Lots of seconds per frame there. And there's a hostile over there as well. Oh goodness. Definitely not playable at this point. Wow. I really hope they get this cooked up a little bit better before the release on I'm assuming Wednesday. Wow. Beautiful spacescape, but you can't see it because, well, we're stuck. That's going to be it for today's video. But I'm not getting any frames here. Thank you all for watching and for struggling through the terrible frames here and sticking with it. Feel free to check out some of my other videos. I'm going to be streaming or continuing to stream Saturdays and Wednesdays, and hopefully we'll get some better performance here and I'll be able to do this a little more justice. But that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you all for watching. If you haven't yet, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button down below, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care, everyone. Ta-ta.